Jake Shane, welcome to Live from Bed.
I'm like looking around.
Hi,
Which way do I look?
Where's the audience? I am I say this all the time that it's like my tick. I say like I'm so excited to have you on, but I'm really so excited to have you on.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be here.
I'm a huge fan.
Thank you.
Tell me, was Octopus Lover 8, is that your AIM screen name or are you too young for AIM?
No, of course I use AIM.
Okay,
My AIM screen name was actually, I think it was like JJ Rocks, like ROX 710.
What's your middle name?
I just called myself like JJ. I don't even know.
I love when people
so
give themselves
stupid.
nicknames.
I was like 7 at the time.
No, so someone giving themselves a nickname is iconic.
Oh, that's like story of my life.
You know, it's like when someone like was known as a Nicole for like the entire time they knew you, and then they go to college and they're like, "No, I'm Nikki now," and you're like, "No, don't try to rebrand yourself."
Yes,
you can't.
that's story of my life is like all I do is rebrand myself. So like that's like story of my life.
Okay, so that was where did that come from?
I was interning. I had an internship in college for about a year. And then they were like, okay, like your internship is over. Like we can't, like it's been a year. You need to finish school.
Right.
And I was like, okay. So I went to go, I was finishing school, but I was like really bored. Like I didn't have anything else to like think about really besides school. And I was like, all I know is that I want to work where I interned at and like,
okay,
I want school to be over.
Right.
So I was like looking for ways to fill the time. And I think I was really high one day. And
my favorite thing.
And I was like, just came up with the idea of rating octopus. And
of what?
Octopus.
Okay.
Like rating the food.
Okay.
Yes. And so
You're so bougie.
I know. Well,
I really respect that.
Thank you. And like, I was like, I love octopus. Like it's such a treat that I always have. Like I'm just gonna, whatever. And so I came up with past the puss. And so I tried to make that an account and that was taken. So then I came up with past that puss. And then for like, from September to May, I was posting on my Instagram like octopus reviews and some videos like where I'd go like, hi pussies, like tense up. Like it was like a whole to do.
Is there a huge octopus lover community? Because I kind of feel like alone in my octopus.
No, it's like a thing. I'm friends with another account named Octo Nation.
Oh my God, and they review octopus.
No, they like love octopus.
Where?
And like,
where's your favorite octopus in LA?
Angelini Palisades or Chiconi's.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, I've never had either of those.
Oh, we'll go. It's amazing.
And is it fried?
So like the best puss is like, you can do it raw, you can do it grilled, you can do it poached basically, but that's disgusting.
Yeah, poached?
No, it's disgusting.
I've literally never heard of that.
Well, like I call it poached because that's what it tastes like to me. But like, so my favorite is when you take the tentacle and you grill it and it's really, really, really crispy and salty on the outside and really tender on the inside. Like it cuts like a nice steak.
Okay.
That's like my favorite. Like I took this really seriously for like 2 years. And then like now I'm kind of eased up on it, but I like honestly like need to find my roots again. Like
no, truly.
A rebrand can only go so far.
Did you ever get any free octopus because of your rating?
So funny you say that. No. I think someone sent it to me once, like from another table, and that was the closest I ever got.
Okay, chic. I like that.
I think. And then I took it to TikTok, and they wouldn't let me have the username past that puss, so then I came up with Octopus Lover 8. And that's where that comes from.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Wait, I did not expect that story.
Yeah, it's like a whole to do.
Oh my God. So when was the last time you rated an octopus?
I want to say the last time I did a puss review was, God, it must be in January or December.
We gotta get you back on the horse.
I know, I got to get back on it. I'm like rebranding too hard.
Truly.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay. So we need to go out for octopus.
We do.
But like, have you seen you've seen the documentary? No, you can't.
No.
You literally can't.
I can't.
You actually can't.
I can't. I'll feel, it's like watching like, what was it? Food Inc. and then like eating a chicken nugget.
No, yeah, it's awful.
It's like, it's not happening.
I don't recommend it. But what's the PYTU song? Like that song is a fucking.
Put your tense up?
Yeah. Fucking jam.
Okay. So.
I live for it. Who made that song?
This artist named Salem Elise, who is signed to the record label I worked at for 3 years.
Shut up.
And so we're friendly and stuff.
It's a jam.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm into it.
At the time, I was doing this like Professor Puss like animated series. And
you had so many lives.
I know. And this is, by the way, in the past year.
Oh
and like, I'm still working on it, but I'm more heavily focused on my podcast now.
Right.
But I was like, I need a theme song for this. And Salem was like, I'll do it.
Is it the theme song on your podcast?
Yeah, it plays at the very end.
I mean, it really gets you going.
I know,
like,
it's really
stuck
catchy.
In your head. It's really catchy.
Hi, pussies.
Oh, I love it. So what's annoying you right now? What's annoying you this week?
Oh my God. So much.
Everything. I'm annoyed this week.
Okay, I'll tell you my number one annoyance, just like currently.
Yeah.
I hate when like I realize that people aren't on the same page as me.
Right.
So I hate Earth Cafe.
Oh my God.
I Fucking hate it.
I love this hot take so much.
See, I did not know it was a hot take.
Yeah.
I was like, I hate it. It's disgusting. And I posted it and everyone was like, wait, what are you talking about?
Other people love it.
I had no idea.
I think.
And I'll tell you why I hate it the most.
Yeah,
I have a
tell
really
me.
traumatic memory from there. I was walking down the street and I was like 10 years old and I looked to my right and there was a dog. There was an outside seating high up, right? Like, do you know what I'm talking about? Like the one in Beverly Hills?
Yes.
And like there's fences.
Right.
Where you're seated.
Right.
A dog had fallen through the fence and was like choking and
Why
hanging.
does everyone leave their dog outside of the restaurant?
She was sitting at the table with the dog and was just so entrenched in her conversation that she could not realize that her dog was choking. And I was like, I fucking hate this
So it reminds
place.
you of animal abuse.
Animal abuse and really bad food.
It is pretty terrible food, but the first grievance I have with it is that I don't like restaurants. I hate meeting people, especially people that I'm not like pajama friends with, like just like a
Oh my God,
regular.
I have chills thinking about this.
Like we're going up to order, the person's already sitting in the seat. Do you go up to order first? Do you sit in the seat
You cannot
first?
be meeting someone at a fast casual restaurant, and I stand by that.
No, I'm like, you know what I mean?
It doesn't work.
It's horrific.
It's horrific.
Like, do you order for the person? Wait, like that you're meeting? Do you?
It's
like,
horrible.
What do you do?
It's horrible. The only acceptable time is when you're getting a coffee with someone.
100%.
Because you could be like, what do you want?
Right. No, you need to say,
Done.
what do you want? You need to order at the same time. I feel weird being on my phone if I'm waiting for you. Because, like, I know you see me that I see you. It's terrible.
Oh my God, I can't.
That's, honestly, like, I didn't even think of that before this, but that's what is upsetting me. Yeah.
I think that's one thing that's upsetting me. Another thing that's upsetting me, God, there's so much. I'm always, like, really angry. Louise, what am I angry about?
Today or generally?
Like this week, what was I most angry about?
Today or generally?
So much.
I made a TikTok. I'll just tell you mine.
Yeah.
I'll let you think of yours.
No, I was.
Because you're interviewing me now.
Okay, yes. Tell me what you're annoyed about.
I recorded a TikTok. I mean, I'm TikTok challenged a bit.
Oh, I'll help you.
And thank you. That I thought objectively, I'd said this is going to go viral. This is amazing.
Always. That's always the feeling.
And then it flopped.
Yeah, that's
flop city.
You know what? That happened to me today.
No, it's so horrific.
It's a bad feeling.
I'm like, how dare you? Like, why am I even making content for you guys?
You just got to keep.
You got to keep
trudging.
going.
That's what story of my life.
It's really.
You know, I
weird.
used to post 14 times a day. 14 times a day until I blew up.
How is that for your
Blew
mental
up.
health? No, you did blow up.
Well, like over a week until that all happened, I posted every day 14 times a day.
Did that happen literally like in a day, a week,
happened in a
month?
week.
A week.
Well, do you want me to tell you about it?
Yeah, tell me, please.
I love telling the story.
Yeah, hello.
Like, it's like my glory days.
Hello.
Okay, so I was posting on TikTok from May, from starting the Puss account on Instagram. I was posting like periodically on it, like previously, but nothing substantial, like 100 followers. By August, I had my first viral TikTok ever, like aside
What
from
was
like
it?
someone was saying like, ugh, like there's a recession coming up, and I was like, okay, like I can't hear it.
Okay, got
And
it.
everyone was like, oh, well, me too. It was funny. And like, and then I had another one after that, which was also like a stitch. And then I think I had like 1,000 followers by like September.
Okay.
Then I had 10,000 followers by January. And then I had 60,000 by mid-February. And then the final week of February, I went from 60,000 to 1 million in a week because of those skits. Yeah.
See, I think a lot of people think it's more passive than it is. You know
No.
what I mean? I think people think that it's like this thing that just magically happens. It's like you got to work your ass
No,
off.
I like exploited my entire life for a year or like 4 months. And then the reason that week happened is because I was doing my skits.
Right.
And I would
Which
do.
I love.
Thank you. And I would do 4 or 5 a day. At my peak, 4 or 5 a day. And so I was like feeding the beast constantly. And then at the same time, I was doing like pussy PSA. And it was just like, it was a whole like, I like put in a lot of thought to it, but also like not enough where it was too thought out. And then it just worked. And now I'm here.
That's so crazy.
Yeah.
So, okay, like tell me, we're talking about rebranding, right? Do you feel like weird if you say pussy PSA now? Like, would you ever make a video again with
Yeah, I almost made one last night.
Okay, great. Okay,
Yeah,
so
one thing about me is like I'll rebrand, but I'll never forget my roots.
right, never forget your roots.
I'll rebrand, but I'll never forget.
Okay, I like it. So I literally have to ask you this question because, like, on a personal level, I need to know. I was watching your Instagram story. First of all, do you hate when people bring up your Instagram or TikTok outside?
No, you know what's so funny though is I don't realize that people see my Instagram.
Why?
I post the most outrageous stuff on there, and like I really don't realize that people see it.
What do you mean?
Like, and because it feels like a lot more personal than my TikTok.
Totally.
And like I just forget that people see it.
My soul leaves my body every time someone brings up my TikTok or Instagram or podcast outside of like the
Wait,
realm.
so what did I
that it's in.
post?
Okay, so you posted about the keto pork. What the fuck is keto pork at Erewhon?
Oh
What
my
is
God,
that?
you know what? Like, I actually have chills. It is my favorite food in the entire world. It is, so I'll tell you my perfect combo plate.
Okay. Oh my God. Let's go through your favorite combo plate. Okay, I'm so excited.
Keto pork, which is miracle noodles and pork stir-fried with cabbage and like a spicy sauce. And it's like a stir-fry.
Okay.
I get it with a side of rice and collard greens of sorts.
Okay.
And
is that like mixed greens or is it collard greens?
It's like, I think it's called magic greens. It's like
Okay.
kale and spinach and quinoa.
Okay.
It's great.
Okay.
So like a lot of carbs, but
Yeah.
whatever.
No.
The pork is keto.
Yeah.
And then so I'm like,
Are you keto?
no,
Okay, you
it's
love
just
the keto.
really
Okay,
good.
Okay.
And I got it every single day for like, I want to say 2 to 3 years.
Yeah.
Like I got it all the time. All of a sudden, I moved to a different area. So I started going to a different Erewhon and it was not there anymore.
No, I feel that way about, I don't even know what to call them because like, what do you call mashed sweet potatoes? Like it's called like sweet potato casserole. It's called like all these things.
Is it the Japanese sweet potato?
No, it's actively not the Japanese.
You hate the Japanese.
I abhor the Japanese sweet potato because it's posing, it's cosplaying as my favorite.
Yes.
Which is like really only comes around once a week for like over Thanksgiving, like maybe.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about.
They're so
Yes, they're so
good.
Thanksgiving food is so good.
It's so good. So I do the Korean barbecue ribs. White rice, because their white rice fucking slaps. It's so good.
It's so good.
It's so good. And then I do like a green bean with almond situation.
Love. But I basically started crying in Erewhon today because I was like, you know what? Like, I'm just going to like have a talk with them. Like, I come here and I never push.
Yeah.
So I used to live in West Hollywood. So I would go to the one on 3rd.
So did I.
And they would always have it in the back. So you would say, do you have keto pork? They'd say no. And you'd be like, don't you have it in the back?
I never even thought
and
to
they would say,
that.
oh, yes, we do. Actually, give me 10 minutes. And they would make it for you fresh.
Shut up.
And so they don't do that at the one that I live
They're
near
going to be
now.
mad at you that you're telling people to go to ask them.
Well, you know what?
You know?
Then maybe they should fucking make the keto pork.
For real, give the people what they want. God damn it.
I was like, you know what, you guys, like I see not all the lunches are out yet. Like, what's the vibe here? And they're like, they go, we only have it on Thursdays. And I go, oh my God, it is Thursday. And they're like, oh my God, okay, like be right back, we're checking.
They lied.
And I was like, oh my God. Like I was standing there like actually
you're
praying
like,
to God.
No, I have actually wasted a prayer or two on that.
And they came back and they were like, we don't have it and we can't have it tomorrow, but I think we can have it Saturday.
No.
And I was like, this just sucks.
It just ruins your day. It just really ruins your day.
So I went home and I got something else.
That's awful.
Yeah, it was awful. That's what annoyed me today.
That is really annoying.
Yeah.
I understand that's annoying. Let's play a little game.
Okay.
It was originally called How Anxious Are You, but I want to make it called How Mentally Ill Are You?
Okay, yeah.
Because
Yes.
we don't discriminate against any mental illnesses. Okay. Do you think one or more people are mad at you right now?
Yes.
Okay, maybe we'll put a finger down.
Okay.
I think that's more fun.
I really do. I actually like freaked out about this the other
No, I'm
night.
actually like kind of quite certain that someone's mad at me.
So yes, I do think that.
Okay. Are they in your family or your friends? That wasn't a question, but I just want to know.
Friends.
Okay, friends. Me too.
But maybe also family.
Do you have I know, it's like, are you mad at me? Okay. Do you have 5 or more unanswered texts?
Yeah. I think I have I had 800.
What? What do you mean?
I had 800 and then I by accidentally cleared them all and now I think I have 200.
You know, that's between you and God. Like
yeah,
that's,
that is between me and G.
You know? Okay, have you had a panic attack in the last 2 weeks?
No.
Me neither. Look at that. Oh my God,
I don't really have
healthy.
panic attacks all that often.
Me neither. I've only had 3 in my life.
I'm an extremely, extremely anxious person. Like I breathe my anxiety out.
Yeah.
But I've only had 2 real true panic attacks in my life. Yeah.
No, I've had probably 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Not to brag, but we're not that mentally ill. I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. Do you feel like you've said something stupid or overshared in the past 24 hours?
Oh, obviously. Yes.
Right now.
Yes.
Okay. Have you had the urge to quit it all and run away forever in the past 48 hours?
Never.
Really?
Never.
What about to delete your TikTok and Instagram?
Never.
What?
I never give up.
No, but you never you don't have the fantasy of just what if I just quit it all?
No, I love working.
Okay.
I love making people laugh. I love the feeling of doing well.
Right, but when you feel like you're not doing well, are you ever fuck this all?
No, I'm I need to do better.
Okay, well, fine. Have you had to go back and check that you didn't leave a candle, oven, or straightening iron on in the past 6 months?
Yeah, of course. Wait, actually? Yes, yes.
You have a whole other hand.
I know.
Okay. How are we even now? Oh, because I didn't put one down, which is wrong. Okay. Do you look at your own profile or watch your own videos more than 10 times a day?
Yes.
What's your favorite video of yours?
Ever?
Yeah. The Pixar X is pretty fantastic.
Thank you. My favorite is, I'll always say the Cinderella Uber one where she gets into the pumpkin.
No, that's fucking fantastic. I also love the Founding Fathers.
Or the one where they all get mad at Cinderella because she's a castle.
And
they can't pregame at Belle's anymore.
That's true. I love the Mount Rushmore one.
Oh, wait, he gets the call that he's not on
and
it.
the signature one, similar.
That signature one changed my life.
Did it?
That's the one that people like.
We'll link it in the description, guys.
Yes, that was the one. That's the reason I'm here. Is that video?
Shut up. Yeah. Okay, thank God for that. Do you get in bed the second you feel stressed?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Are you dreading a phone call that you have to make?
Like now that I think about it, sure.
For sure.
Like sure.
Okay. Okay. Do you have higher than 10 hours a day screen time and under 2,000 steps a day?
No.
What do you mean? Which one?
Oh.
Screen
I have higher than 10 hours.
Okay, but what about steps? You take a lot of steps?
I take like 10 to 14 a day.
Shut the fuck. Yeah. You and my Scorpio Sagittarius.
Yeah, I pace. I'm a very big pacer.
So is he. Yeah. When you're married to a pacer, I wish the best of luck to whoever marries you. Because it's.
I know, it's bad.
I realized I was married to a pacer only during COVID. I was like,
oh no.
Like I jump scare.
Jump scare.
Okay, wait, I don't even know who won. You won. I feel like I had no hands left. So I'm more mentally ill than you.
I think so. What are you on? Are you on something?
Lexapro, of course.
Oh, I'm on Prozac.
Hello, medicated.
Yeah.
Do you like Prozac?
I like love it, but like I'm like definitely feeling like sure.
We could up our dose.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel the same way. Okay, what's the biggest lie you've told this week?
I'm not a liar because it gives me too much anxiety. I've definitely like told a little white lie here and there.
Yeah, hello. I'm a Canceler, so by nature,
What's the biggest lie I've told this week? I must have said something.
I did one like an hour ago.
I can't think
Come on.
I'm really, Louise, was there a time
Did I lie to you?
Was there a time where you were like, you're lying?
1,000%.
What time was that?
Maybe like half of the time.
Okay, but,
sorry.
So maybe I just like don't realize how bad of a person I am. What
a
time,
white lie works.
When did I lie? Oh, I moved a class I had today and I lied about that.
Are you in school?
No, it was an acting class.
Yeah. So I had a doctor's appointment that I just I knew I couldn't make it for the entire week, but I decided today would be the day that I actually canceled it.
Yeah.
So the only thing that I could think of, because I really believe in cancel karma, so I believe like I can't, like I was going to say that Taco had to go to the vet.
Right.
But I just said that
I always lie about stuff like that.
I chipped my tooth.
Oh, that's not horrible.
It's not horrible, but it's not great. So you're not that huge of a liar.
No.
Too anxious for lying.
I'm too anxious to like lie about something serious, but like I'll definitely cancel a plan here and there.
Okay.
Oh, I'm very known for getting my friends reservations at places. Like since I was an assistant, because I used to be an assistant.
You shouldn't advertise that. People are going to be barking up your tree.
I know, but I do it for a select few.
Okay.
I do it for a select few. I do it for my old boss.
You charge like commission?
No. I do it for my old bosses.
Okay. Oh, that's nice.
And I just because I'm very good at it.
Where are you most connected in Los Angeles?
It's not about that.
What is it about?
I put on an act. I will not say it because I cannot have my shtick getting out.
Shut up.
But it worked. Louise, does it not work like a charm?
Can I tell you the truth?
Yeah.
So I used to have one of those. And I would call as my dad's assistant. Until I realized that she had like a direct contact there and would never call the front desk like asking for that place. It was Nobu Malibu. Okay, I'll admit it. Fine. I'll admit it.
Nobu's the one I can't crack.
And I would say, "Hi, it's blank blank blank." Her name, calling from Jimmy Ivy's office.
Yeah.
I would literally. That's what I would do, and it worked for like 4 months, and then they put me on hold like for 1 second too long on one. And I was like, "The jig is up." They know, and I was too scared.
Mine's very convoluted, and it's like involves a storyline and involves characters, and like it involves.
Shut up.
It's like a thing.
Oh my God.
It's like a thing.
Like sometimes I shower shudder at the thought that I used to do that.
No, I still do it. I did it. Louise, I almost did it with Louise, who I work with, on the way here.
It
She
works.
needed a reservation moved up from 5, and I was like, "Do you want me to call and do it?" Like,
what restaurant was it?
It was Chateau Marmont.
Oh.
Yeah, and I said, "I think I can do it."
Oh
I can't crack Nobu though.
Oh my, it's hard.
I can't crack Nobu.
Really
Nobu's too hard.
It's really hard. You got like if you don't live in, maybe is New York as competitive with reservations? Is that
yes, and my shtick does not work in New York the same way it works
here.
here.
I've probably spent an absurd amount of money on presents for my plugs at certain restaurants because it's that important to me.
It is.
I care about that the most my friendships, to be honest.
Yes. What's your favorite restaurant?
In LA?
Yeah.
Probably Nobu, Malibu, to be totally But like, have you been to Tradenoy?
I love Tradenoy.
We love Tradenoy in this house.
I haven't been to Tradenoy in so long.
I love any like Katsuya adjacent. So like Izakaya, Kiwami, like any of those.
Kiwami?
Oh, it's in Studio City, baby.
Is it good?
Valley. It's
the Valley
great.
has the best sushi.
No, it's amazing.
Okay, I'm gonna need some sushi rocks.
I didn't know it was like, it's called like Sushi Row, like in the Valley. Like I grew up in the city. So like I didn't know about.
Do you ever go to Shibuya?
Yes, I love Shibuya.
I love Shibuya.
So I'm married to a Valley native, so he knows like all about those places.
Yes.
Okay, I could talk to you about that for hours. I think it's the perfect time for you to come on the show because you had a bad day yesterday.
I did have a horrible day yesterday.
Like, can we just talk about? Okay, first of all, what's the single most toxic thing you do on a bad day?
Oh, pick fights.
Oh,
Like really intensely pick fights. Like. I don't know why. I picked a fight with everyone yesterday. Like, actually, I think there wasn't one person who I didn't pick a fight with.
Does everyone respond to your fights?
I got my ass handed to me. My Leo friend, like, handed my ass to me. And was like,
it'll take a Leo.
Yeah. It will, always.
Yeah.
She screamed at me. I was like, shit, okay, I guess I got to stop. So then I spent time with some people. It was just a bad day. No, I hate Valentine's Day. I really do.
Do you? Historically? Nope. Always?
Just recently.
Just this year?
Recently.
Valentine's Day 2024.
Yeah, it was dark.
Fucking
and I was like, I think, honestly, I was most frustrated because everyone was busy. And like, I really, like, I'm just going to be honest, like, I love attention so much. And like, everyone else's attention was devoted to their significant other. And like, I couldn't demand it from certain people. And like, yeah, that's a horrible thing to say.
Self-aware,
but it's true.
Like, did you have therapy between now and then?
No.
I'm
a pretty self-aware person.
Yeah, that's pretty evolved of you.
Like anything anyone's gonna say about me, like I probably said about myself already, which gives me comfort.
Totally. Like I hate myself enough to know what I know every issue that you have with me for sure. But Scorpios, you guys pop off.
We do.
You guys like really are like, I'm feeling bad. I want the other, like I need someone else to know that I'm feeling bad.
Well, because I'm a Gemini rising and a Gemini moon.
Yeah.
I don't pop off. Like I can hide it really well.
Right.
But when I pop off, I pop off.
No, that's my husband's the same way. Like he's really, all fun and games until it's like.
Like if I'm really angry or upset about something, like I don't know if it's a Scorpio thing, but I become what I'm thinking about. It's like I feel like I'm like a thought chameleon. Like I become what I'm thinking about all the time. So if there's an issue, that issue's becoming me.
Do you have a good poker face?
Yeah.
I do not.
I do.
Like you.
No, actually, I take that back. I don't. Everyone can tell anything I'm feeling.
Okay. Yeah. It's like it's all in your face even before you say it.
Well, it's my body language. You can just tell I'm anxious.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So what is it about Valentine's Day this year? It was just that everyone was busy. Was it like your dating situation?
Everyone was busy, my dating situation. And then, I ended the night with talking to this guy. And I was like, honestly, this isn't too horrible.
Yeah.
But I almost went out and because LA, like when you went out on a Wednesday,
right,
but like, I regret it. I did Pilates with my friend this morning and he was like, I ended up going there. And I was like, damn, I should have gone.
But you did talk to someone.
Yeah.
I feel like that's actually a good sign because I feel like if I were single, I'd be nervous to talk to someone on Valentine's Day. I'd be like, what are your expectations? Like, you think I'm going to buy you something?
And I was using all the stuff my therapist told me this week.
Oh, okay.
Like, I literally felt like a good student. Like, but it was so like horrible. Cause like, she's like, you need to be a better listener. I'm like, okay, so I will start to act like a better. No, she's like, no, like that's not what I actually meant at all. Like, you need to actually listen. So I don't know if I was listening to whoever I was talking to last night, but I was asking a lot of questions and getting better responses. So I was like, noted, like ask a lot of questions, even if you're not listening to the answer.
100%.
Yeah.
I like rarely listen to the answer, but every time I ask someone else a question, I mean, it's weird that I have this job, but I think maybe I'm just exhausted after this.
Right.
I'm like, I don't really need to know the details of your life, and I'm really not going to probe like for further, like, you know what I mean?
But then I ended up becoming interested, which maybe she wanted to get at the whole time.
Interesting.
Yeah.
No, I'm the person that you tell me like you're going on a trip, and I'm like, cool.
Yeah.
And then like my husband later's like, where'd she say she was going on a trip?
Yeah,
and I'm like,
I don't know.
I don't fucking know.
Yeah, it's just who I am.
Yeah.
It's just who I am.
It is.
I'm a really bad listener. I need to work on it.
But we're both like, we're exercising because we have podcasts, and we have to ask other people about themselves.
Yes.
You know? We're so good. We're such good people. It's
we are. It's awesome.
So when you're like anxious, do you delete old things? No, never.
God, no. I actually think the one app I will delete if I'm like, if it gets to like a boiling point and I'm like burnt out, I'm anxious.
Yes. No end
I'm sad, I'll delete TikTok for like a day.
Okay.
And then re-download it.
Do you make an announcement?
No.
Okay.
I just like
silent exit, Irish exit.
And I'll like watch a TV show or spend time with my friends.
Okay.
But it's scary because the amount of time I'll just like by nature go to my phone and like swipe and click TikTok and it's not there. It's like Crazy.
Do you say to yourself, like, it's my job, like I have to?
Yeah.
That's a good excuse. Okay, so are you the person that's like, I'm having a bad day, I'm going to do something constructive, I'm going to write in a journal, I'm going to go for a hike? No.
No, I'm like, I'm having a bad day and it's everyone's problem.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, I'm having a bad day and
I have a bad life.
Yeah. But no, like, I always am so grateful.
Oh, he's grateful.
I always am, but I'm always so angry about, like, stuff. Like,
I'm so grateful and angry.
Like, if I'm having a bad day, like, everyone's knowing that I'm having a bad day.
Okay, so do you spend most of your life vertical or horizontal?
Vertical.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like standing?
Yeah.
Yeah, standing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're not like laid out, like laying down?
No.
Okay.
But like once I'm laid down, I'm laying down.
What time do you get in bed at night?
I've been getting in bed at like between 8 and 10 this week.
Yeah. Like you're not just getting in bed to go to sleep. You're getting in bed to like.
No, I'm getting in bed to start my night.
Right. Okay.
Yes.
Exactly. I don't understand.
I'm like, okay, good night. It's my nighttime now.
Right.
So I have my show on. Right now, are you watching the new True Detective?
No, because my husband watched it without me. I fucking fell asleep, and then now I have homework, and he like has the audacity to
apparently it's really good this week.
I know that. There are so many shows that I've missed out on just because I fall asleep.
What are you watching right now besides True Detective?
Do you watch Housewives?
I watched Salt Lake.
Okay.
And I watched last season Beverly Hills.
Okay, yeah.
And I watched yes.
That's
I
like my
Housewives.
comfort show. That's like what just is always on.
How
in
was
the
this
background.
season of Beverly Hills?
It's I was about to say great. I was about to lie to you.
Yeah.
Bad.
Bad?
Yeah.
Because from Salt Lake, how do you get better than that?
No, Salt Lake is fantastic.
Yeah.
And it was like a good entry point for a lot of people.
Yeah.
So you didn't have to watch like all the old seasons.
Salt Lake was my entry point actually 4 years ago.
Yeah, it's a good like gateway drug.
Yeah.
But no, I'm like a true crime freak.
Okay.
So did you watch like American Nightmare?
Yes.
Yeah. Good
Crazy.
shit.
Good
and there are like 2 documentaries that just came out that like both got 100 on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yes.
Like they call him mostly harmless.
Yeah. Oh, I want to see that so badly.
And then Lover Stalker Killer on Netflix.
I also wanted to see that.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna watch both.
Tell me what's
have you seen both?
I've seen 1.5.
Okay.
But you'll like it. I think it's good. But when something's 100%, I'm like, my expectations are way too high.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, always.
Okay, so what's the last thing you bought on TikTok Shop?
I've never bought something on TikTok.
Shut the fuck up.
That's not a lie. I think I've seen something. I've seen something. I've never used the TikTok Shop app ever.
Oh, you've seen something on TikTok and then you shopped it later.
One time or twice. It was a pillow that you like put on your back and roll around like a turtle.
Oh, cute.
It sucks. It didn't come with filling. So I was like, why do I even have this?
Oh, see it.
The second thing would be this fan made this t-shirt of, do you listen to Lana Del Rey?
Yeah, of course.
Her Norman Rockwell album.
Oh, brilliant.
And she illustrated each track.
That's
and it's
cool.
one of my favorite t-shirts, and I bought that off TikTok.
Off TikTok.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, can you tell people what you're playing with? Because people are going to be like,
oh my God, sorry. You guys, I'm fidgeting because all I do is fidget, but.
We have these little octopus toys I found in my drawer. I washed them.
Oh, well, they're so amazing. I've been doing this. Everyone's probably like, well, yeah, you did wash the puss.
I washed the pussies.
WTP, wash that puss.
Wash that pussy.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, so we're playing with these. They're really fun.
Sorry,
you can
everyone.
take it home with you.
I honestly might.
You need to.
I think I do.
Okay. What's a symptom of your OCD or anxiety? That's what you have, right?
Yes, OCD, really badly.
Okay.
Which I think is because of my anxiety.
I know, chicken or the egg. It's like, is my depression because I have ADHD? Right. Do I have ADHD,
right.
depression?
It's
and
just all, it's such a great point.
We're just sick. It's okay.
My OCD is really numbers based, so I'm not like neat, but I like things in very specific places, regardless of it being neat or not.
Okay.
But like my bathroom's in a specific order, but like I'll have to turn off the lights 4 times, look at myself in the mirror 4 times. I used to like click my tongue.
Wow.
And then I think I'm going to get like very bad luck if I don't do it. And then I used to have to like rewatch a scene 4 times. Just depends on the number. I used to have to touch things evenly.
Like remote volume?
Oh, remote. There are symptoms of my OCD that I'm just comfortable with the fact that are never going to go away.
Right.
Like, I like a remote on an even volume, and that's that.
No way.
Like, that's not even OCD. That's just who I am.
Okay, but if someone else has the remote, you're taking their remote.
I mean, I would like...
You'd like to.
So I try to.
Pre-Prozac you were.
Yeah. But like, I used to have to like rewatch scenes 4 times. I used to...
Interesting. 4 is your number.
No, or like 7 or 8 or what, like literally whatever the number was that week. And then like I would have to like, I used to not be able to like write the word therefore because I would think like I'd get bad luck. Like,
shut up.
Yeah. And then like I could only comment with specific emojis.
Oh
and I would have
totally.
Sometimes I would comment something, delete it, comment and do it 4 times. And
Interesting.
It's like crazy.
My therapist, and I appreciate this, believes kind of like in a spectrum of mental illnesses, right? So like you can have like symptoms of OCD or these other things. I used to have a thing where, especially when I was like waiting for boys to text me, I'd be like, okay, if I change my background photo, they're gonna text
of course.
me. You know,
I'm still like that.
I do crazy
I'm
shit
still like that. I'm still like that.
But Prozac for OCD is apparently incredible.
Yeah, it is.
I have family members that.
It is.
Yeah.
It works wonders, but I need to do more exposure therapy.
Okay.
Oh, I used to not be able to add stuff to my playlist. Like, it was like a whole, oh my God. I literally like had blocked it out. Like, I forget. Pre-med, I literally like, I'm like thinking, I'm like, oh my God, I forgot that I fucking did that. Right. Meds changed my life.
It gets dark.
Yeah, it gets dark. It got bad during COVID. That's when it got really bad.
For sure. I mean, everyone.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like there are certain parts, like, 'cause especially when people live their life online, and now it is a little less like stigmatized, you know, like mental illnesses and everything. But there is still a certain level of acceptable mental illness symptoms, right? And I feel like I put so much of mine out there on the internet, but like there are still some that are pretty not cute and like suck.
Yeah.
What's like one symptom that if you could pick one to get rid of, what would it be?
I think I would pick, I have a really hard time writing sometimes because like I'll have to rewrite and erase and rewrite. That I just want to like be able to write freely and like messy. And that's probably the one thing I'd want to get rid of.
Isn't it crazy? Like when you think of people with no mental illness, I'm like, what?
How do you live? I have friends like that.
What that must be like.
I don't know. Life is awesome.
I talked to someone the other day that I was like, oh, you know, like, you know, nightly when you like ruminate about every single thing you said and did that day. And they're like, I never do that. And I was a little scared of that person.
Yeah, no, it's scary.
Honest.
The only way I get out of that is I like make up a scenario in my head and like start living it, and then I fall asleep.
Then you just get bored. Okay, that's good. Because I feel like there are certain parts that like I'm like, is that just me? It's gotta be just me. You know? Do you feel pressure to be funny all the time?
Yes, but I've always felt that way. Because I was like, okay, well, that's the one thing about me. Like, I'm very proud of the fact that I work really hard on making people laugh all the time. So I just, I always feel like I'm performing. Right. At all times. Right. So, yes, I do feel like that.
So, like, are you, like, I don't believe in really introvert, extrovert, because I feel like, again, it's a spectrum. But, like, do you recharge by being with people or, like, by being by yourself? Like,
I recharge by smoking.
Oh, me too.
Which I don't know.
Smoking cigarettes or weed?
Weed.
Oh, my God, me too.
Yeah, I don't know if that's, like, the best thing because it doesn't actually give me a break. It just, like, it's like drinking an energy drink. It silences
the lambs.
Yeah.
No, it's just, I know. I'm the same person.
Yeah, it's like drinking an energy drink for, like, to be funny.
Yeah. No, 100%.
Yeah.
So, like, no, okay, first of all, we need to smoke. Why didn't we smoke
I don't know.
Like,
I honestly wish we did.
Me too. That would have been so much better.
We should.
Okay, we'll do it next time.
Yeah.
But I was scared that my house smelled like weed, so I baked cookies.
Oh my God, no. I smoke all the time. I smoke all the time.
Do you smoke in your house?
No, I'm not. My roommates don't let me.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
How's the roommate thing?
Amazing.
It is? You get along with
it changed my life.
Okay, because I have friends that have some horror stories.
Yeah, I'm lucky that I don't have that.
Okay.
I really, like, my roommates are my best friends.
Yeah, that's so nice. Yeah. So you have real friends, right? That brings me to my next question.
Yes.
How do you honestly feel about influencer events?
They're not my favorite. I don't really go to them very often.
They're hard. Yeah. They really are, like, kind of awful.
Yeah, it's just, like, I'll go if I'm like, oh, that's actually cool. I'm not just, like, going to, like...
Do you ever go by yourself?
To, like, an event or an influencer-specific event? No, I always bring one of my friends.
Right?
Yeah.
Going by yourself to a party is the single most triggering experience.
You know, the first event I ever went to, I went alone, but that's because it was Vanity Fair.
Okay.
So I was like, oh yeah, I'm fucking showing up and I'm going alone.
And because you kind of think to yourself, it can't be as bad as I'm making it out to be in my mind. And then you get there and you're like, should I be on my phone? Should I, like, what do I do?
No, they bug me out.
They're really hard.
But that's why I'm kind of grateful that this all happened for me, like, kind of later, because I, like, have all my friends from college already.
Right. And no, like, those are my homies too, like, my college friends.
Where'd you go?
To University of Miami.
Did you like it?
I loved it.
Yeah.
But it's not like what people think it is. It's not like in South Beach proper.
No, so it's in Coral
Gables.
Coral Gables, yeah.
Where'd you go?
USC.
Oh, okay. Amazing.
Yeah.
So a lot of your friends still live here.
Yes. We all live here.
No, that's nice. Have you made a real friend in the industry?
Yes.
You have?
Yes. My friend Tate.
Okay.
And my friend Renee.
Okay.
I would say those are, like, the two girls that I'm, like, really, really, really close with.
Because, like, sometimes I've made a few friends and it's like, but it's very specific kind of people that are, like, not really playing the game in the way that the other people are so much. There's so much smoke and mirrors, I feel like, with the whole thing. It's interesting, like, being online. Like, I could meet someone and we do not get along in person. Or not don't get along, but, like, there's definitely not a good vibe. And then online, they're like, you're my best friend in the world.
Well, I'll tell you why those are the two people that I've actually become friends with. Is because they've integrated into, like, my friends as well.
Oh, that's nice.
They know all my friends.
Right.
So it's like, oh, we're friends.
Totally.
Like, we're actually friends. You know my 5 best friends. Like, they love you. They can text you privately. Like, Oh, we're actually friends. We've integrated, like, I'm like, oh, okay. Like, Tate, I see every day because we work out every day together.
Right.
Renee, I see whenever I can. She's so busy.
Yeah.
But she, like, is really close with my best friend Julia as well.
Okay.
And, like, it's just, like, she's also close with Lucy. And, like,
Yeah.
we're all just, like...
Like, it's a real friendship.
It's a real friendship. Yeah.
Because, like, I'll be nice and I'll, like, play the game with you, but it does make me feel weird. Like, I'm like, this is weird that you are so different online and off.
And do you know Girl Boss Town? Robin?
No.
She's great. She is, like, she's probably, like, one of my best influencer friends. And
okay.
We went on a trip together this summer and got really close.
Oh, that's
so that's
so
like
nice.
one of my real friends as well.
Because it is hard to take it off of Instagram and make it a real life friend. Or TikTok and make it a real.
Yeah, it's hard.
It's awkward. Okay. So what is the biggest difference between Jake Shane 2019 and Jake Shane 2024? The best difference and the worst difference?
Oh my God, okay, I love this question. Oh my God, worst difference? I'm about to be so toxic. I definitely weighed less in 2019. But I'll be real. The worst difference is, I'll start with the worst. The worst difference is in, like, who I am as a person. I don't know. I see my family less.
Oh.
Yeah, because I'm so busy all the time.
Where do they live?
They live here, but it's just like I'm really busy all the time. So that's probably like I'm hardest on myself about that.
Yeah.
And I like don't live because when I would leave college, I would go home. So I don't do that anymore because I live on my own. The best difference is probably like the confidence I have in like my actions. But I used to like second guess everything I did, and now I'm like, I'm doing it and it's done and we're done.
Do you feel like you were trying to be someone else for a long period of time and then you accepted who you were?
Yes. 100%.
Isn't it sick though? It's like when you lean into like the shit that you were running away from, that's when you find success.
I just lent into like being entertaining people.
Right.
And I was like, all right, this is just what we're gonna do.
Right. No, I feel like it's annoying almost that it works like that. Yeah. Like truly. Okay, I like those biggest differences. So you just answered this. You do have the same friends as like from
since
before.
All of them I've known since 2017, 2018.
Wow.
Yeah.
Have you like what is like the most disappointing thing that's happened since you've taken off? Like have people reached out insincerely? People have tried to be your friend just for like clout?
No, because I always say I was like, I honestly that would probably make me feel good about myself. Like I don't really care.
You're like shit, I might like that.
I don't really care.
Yeah.
But the most disappointing thing that's happened is probably being told no a lot more than I'm used to, because I was working, a corporate. I worked in at a record label before, and I don't personally hear no. I'm usually I'm like transferring. I was an assistant,
right?
I'm relaying messages. Yeah. So I think the hardest part is how many times a day you have to hear like no, 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 and then like the LA no, which is like not the New York no, which is like they like at the time like. Don't really want to do this right now.
So true.
Like, I'm just like,
okay. Welcome to also podcasting, like asking guests and oh my God, forget it.
Yeah. So hearing no is definitely the most disappointing.
And a passive aggressive no is almost worse.
Yeah. I just try to pretend they don't happen.
Would you, let's say like you were on a first date with someone and they said like, what's your fandom called? Pussies?
Pussies.
Yeah. I'm a pussy. Is that an ick for you or are you down with that? Like, would you date a fan?
It's so funny you say this, because I was talking to this guy last night who was my age.
Okay.
So I was like, oh my, I assume he's seen it. Like, not to be a cunt, but like I assume he's seen it. And he works in the government. So he's like, we're not allowed to have TikTok. But he had never seen it. And I had to explain it to him, which was honestly almost, it was so vulnerable, like me explaining it to him, because I was like, fuck, like, I usually go into these conversations hoping that they've already seen the ugly shit that I post.
Right.
Or something, you know what I mean? But he really hadn't. And so...
No, explaining a video is also just a vulnerable experience. It's like explaining a TV show that someone hasn't seen.
But he, one time I went on a date with this guy and I knew I was like, you know what, let me just do a quick stalk on the internet before, just cuz. And he was like in my merch doing pussy PSAs. And I was like, fuck. And so I went and showed up. I was like, I'm just going to do it. But then he like pretended not to know. And it was just like, that was like, I was like, oh my God, I can't do this. I gotta go.
Hey, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, so you had to explain TikTok to this government worker. But that reminds me, you know what's been on my mind so much lately? Do you know what they do when they dry clean? I just feel like it's a government secret. What is
That's really funny. I don't know.
What is dry cleaning?
I think it's like cleaning your if I were to assume.
Right.
It's cleaning your clothes in a dry manner without it, like you're cleaning it dry.
No, we can fucking wax our assholes at home. Why can't we they've never made a at-home dry cleaning kit.
Because it's
like
probably hard.
It's a secret.
It's hard.
What do you think? Is it
I don't know, but oh my God, you're just reminding me. I dropped off dry cleaning 3 weeks ago and I haven't picked it up.
Jesus.
Wait, do you think they still have it?
No, for sure.
Okay.
When did they give that away? Like a year after a year?
I hope.
No, he didn't give it away.
Yeah.
They didn't give it away. Oh my God, I hope not for you.
Yeah.
That's a symptom of mental illness.
Yeah, I just forgot about it. I was going to wear it and then I was like, oh,
no, I really feel like dry cleaning is like one of the biggest mysteries in life.
Of ever.
How do you find dating in LA?
Horrible,
right?
I prefer New York.
Oh,
I like line up dates when I go to New York.
No, because it's more spontaneous also. You can be like, oh, we're at a bar and our friends are here.
It's just like drinking culture.
Right.
In LA, it's like, do you want to go on a hike? Like, not particularly.
Please, not at all.
Not at all. And I also
How
like,
dare
it's just like, sometimes when you're on a date in LA, like the energy is like not 100% there. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like, not everyone around you's drinking. In New York, everyone's drinking. You're drinking on this date. Like, I don't know.
But that's why I feel like influencer events or like adjacent are worse in LA than New York because like we're just not built to
mingle like that.
Yeah, we're not meant for small talk. We don't know how to do it. It's
it's
weird.
hard. It's weird.
You know?
Yeah.
Do you think you're ever going to go back to New York?
I want to raise kids there.
You do?
Yeah.
I feel like it's like New York kids, like they're older.
Yeah.
You know? Like
I grew up in New York.
Yeah.
So
like when did you start taking the subway a lot?
When I was 12.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's so different.
I know.
It's so different.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It was crazy.
Okay, last question. Number one pet peeve.
Like when people pretend to not know something they obviously know, that really bothers me.
Like your account on TikTok.
But not even that. Yeah. Just like if I don't know how to describe it. Like it's just like if I'm like, oh, Lady Gaga, like the major example, and they're like, that's the sing, like, okay, right. What's going on right now? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I know you,
like, do you think
that's my number one pet. Yeah, that's my number one pet peeve always in life.
I really like that.
And I went to USC, so like that was very prominent.
Oh my God.
And it was like, okay, like.
Were you in the frat scene at SC?
I was in the sorority scene.
Oh, were you?
I was the Kappa Key man.
No way.
Yes.
My sister was a Kappa Gamma.
Really?
So like door stack vibes.
Yes. Mm-hmm. They don't do that anymore, but they did.
Oh my, they don't?
No.
It was like a lot of people got injured.
Oh, in the doorstop?
Yeah. It's like people were wearing knee pads. It's like a very physical event.
Louise, did you doorstock?
I don't know. Oh, is that like the doorstop?
Yeah, she was a Kappa at Bama.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's that's like a real Greek.
Oh my God.
School.
Okay, I feel like I could do this for a fucking hour.
I know.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. This was so fun. You're the greatest.
No, this was amazing. Thank you, pussies.
Bye, pussies.
Bye.